Hey folks, Country Prepper here, and today I am going to do a field test review of my Condor Bushlore and Mini Bushlore. Now I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I do not use the Mini Bushlore very often. It is piggybacked to my Bushlore mainly for the purpose of when I go out hiking, I want to have it with me just in case. And you know, it's really good at making small notches. You got really great control with it, but you know, that's really all I use it for. When it comes to, you could split some kindling with it, but you know, you can also do that with the Bushlore. It's not, you know, the size comparison. Get both of them up here. The size comparison is really not that great, but it is kind of nice to have a smaller knife with you just in case. And if I were, you know, stuck out here overnight, which could very easily happen. If you guys saw my video from Monday about me getting stuck out in the woods here, the rest of the videos that I shot that day all went to crap. I went to do some updates. I was actually updating my computer to Windows 10, and somehow I did not back up my files like I usually would, and those videos went. So, so now I'm out redoing it. So all that trouble I went through that day getting stuck out here, running out of water, and getting lost, it was all for that video alone. So I'm back out here. It's all right. I'll redo it. I love using these knives anyway. So that's what we're here today for. I'm not going to give you any specs. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'll have all the specs to these knives down in the description box below. But one thing I will mention is they are both made out of 1075 high carbon steel. So you could strike a flint off of them, get a spark, but not quite as good as 1095. So just keep that in mind. These knives go anywhere between like 35-40 bucks. So they are an excellent budget option if you want a full tang budget bushcraft knife. So full tang in both of them. So anyhow, let's go ahead and start using them. Okay, so one of the things that everybody always wants to know out of a bushcraft knife is, can you baton with it? And absolutely, this thing goes through like nothing. Baton these down, and maybe we'll just start a little fire while we're here today. Now obviously you're not going to baton anything really huge with this knife. It is not a real long blade, but that's not really what a bushcraft knife is intended use really is. You can do it, obviously, and you're going to want to be able to do it, but it's not its key purpose, is what I'm trying to get at. I'll throw a few little feathers on here. Something really thin. And it will make some very nice thin feathers. If you guys can see that good. Let's break that one off and try the Mini Bushlore, see how it does on feathers. Grab a different stick. That is one place where this knife really excels really great, is because it's lighter, you're closer to the wood, you get a little bit more control with it being a smaller knife. Let's try to get some long ones going here. All coming off on me. That happens. Whoops. So one other little thing I ought to show you guys on this is the spines are really sharp. And I mean, if you needed to make a notch, this knife really excels at that. If you guys can see that. So about the only other thing to show you guys left. I mean, these knives are capable of doing just about every kind of bushcraft task you could ask for. But I don't know if these will light or not. This wood is kind of wet. And we had a little bit of a spark, but as you can see, it throws sparks off of a ferro rod really well. Let me show you on the mini Bushlore here real quick. There's kind of a sweet spot on this knife, it seems like, for the spine, but it will do it. Alright, so that is the majority of what my knives get used for when I'm out in the woods, you know, starting a fire, splitting up kindling, things like that, making tent stakes, you know, simple stuff like that. I do want to show you real quick that this handle is extremely comfortable, very well contoured. So it does do, you know, a reverse chest pull very well. And that Scandi grind is so easy to sharpen, and it keeps an edge for a very long time. So one last thing, these are both on the featured products of my Amazon store on countryprepper.com. So if you're in the market for a really excellent budget bushcraft knife, these are one of the best you can buy, in my opinion. So I think the only thing you could do better is going to cost you at least $100 more. So that's it for today, guys. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.